Mr. Hice.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate you holding this hearing today, and each of the panelists, your various levels and areas of expertise. We really appreciate you being here today. Chief Tidwell, you may or may not be aware, I'm from Georgia. We have in my district the Oconee National Forest, some 150 square miles plus of pine and white oak, beech, all those type of things. And this year, what is of interest to me in our district is the treatment levels, the harvest levels that are within the Oconee Forest Plan are actually twice as much as what the actual plan this year is for them to do. And as I understand it, the reason for that is largely due to the categorical exclusion. Is just simply they're limited with what they can do currently, although the plan allows them to do more than what they're able to do, because they would have to go through all the studies and all this sort of stuff, as I understand it. So my question, just to help wrap my mind around all this, wouldn't a streamlined NEPA procedure as outlined in this discussion draft help the Oconee National Forest do more than what they are currently going to be able to do?
Where they have a need to treat, the smaller acreages, thousands of acres, yeah, I think there's some benefits for being able to use categorical exclusions. On the other hand, when we need to be looking at larger projects, we also need to be able to look at how we can continue to support the NEPA efficiencies we're putting into our EAs and EISs. So it takes a combination of both. There's no question we have strong success there on your forest, and we need to continue that. Because of that work, we have fairly good forest health. We're able to keep the southern pine beetle in check. But the day we relax, the day that we back off and not maintain that level of work, that's when we start to see the pests increase. So it's essential that we be able to find ways to be able to maintain the work we're doing and increase it. And I think there's some potential with these categorical exclusions to be able to find that balance so we still provide the trust, but at the same time can move forward and be able to have more expedited processes.
Well, can you elaborate on that just a little bit more and explain for me how the agency itself benefits from the authority to use categorical exclusion?
Well, I'll use the recent Farm Bill, where we have the new category to be able to look at treatments up to 3,000 acres to be able to address insect and disease. Because of that authority, which requires a collaborative, that will have the support for being able to do that type of work, and we'll be able to reduce the amount of time that it takes to document the project. So it does save time. It takes a little bit less staff, but we still do the environmental analysis that's necessary, the surveys that are necessary to be able to make sure we have the information we need to be able to design the project in a way that the collaborative will be supportive of it, and then we'll be able to implement it.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Humphreys, let me wrap up with you. I can't not take an opportunity to welcome another Southerner and someone next door, as you being from South Carolina. As you are aware, the discussion draft includes a provision to promote diverse age ranges for the timber and so forth. Could you take a moment and explain why having the varied age ranges are necessary for forest health?
Well, the diversity just provides for a wealth of goods and services that come from that forest. Everything from great wildlife habitat that come from both old age and younger age stands, to the diversity so that you don't have a monoculture in terms of age range that goes through for disease and insect damage that occurs there. So it promotes a healthier situation. Okay.
Well, again, I want to thank each of you for your time here this afternoon. And Mr. Chairman, I'll yield back.